Dog, Canis lupus familiaris, domesticated carnivorous mammal that typically has a long snout and acute sense of smell. Essential tool for conservation biology. See conservation dog.
What is a conservation dog? Conservation dog is a detection dog, like other detection dogs that we know in our society, those ones who are sniffing out drugs, finding bombs. Conservation detection dogs are especially trained detection dogs to find targets that are related to conservation.
So if you imagine searching for a needle in a haystack, imagine multiple haystacks that you had to search. If you had a way to smell the needle and move quickly through the landscape, imagine how much more effective you could be.
The New York, New Jersey Trail Conference Conservation Dogs program is the first of its kind in the Northeast. At its inception in 2018, the program consisted of Dia and Fagin, who are dedicated to protecting the native habitats of New York and New Jersey by sniffing out invasive species.
The idea for the dogs program originally was to help find the leftover invasive species after our volunteer crews had removed them and help us understand better what the boundaries of those infestations were.
Since then, the Conservation Dogs program has expanded not only in size, say hi to Pete, but also in its abilities. In addition to helping survey for invasive species, the dogs are now being enlisted to assist in the search for rare, threatened, and endangered species. The New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection's Natural Heritage Program, or NJNHP, decided to partner with the Conservation Dogs program to help survey for a rare native orchid, small world begonia.
Isotria medialoides, and it's a federally listed plant species. It is also state endangered, and it can go underground for like 13 years. So you may be searching every year and not finding it, but it could still be there. So let's try conservation dogs to see if they can scent detect this rare orchid, because we're not able to find it. You can walk right by it. It's tiny. And so we realized we needed extra senses that we don't have.
The Conservation Dogs program is assisting the state in establishing the size of existing orchid populations, surveying areas where populations were found historically, and searching for new areas with suitable habitats. Together, they hope to establish the viability of using detection dog teams to enhance small world begonia surveys. With better, more accurate surveying, biologists can improve predictions about habitat suitability, learn more about the plant's biology, and more effectively target conservation efforts.
I'm convinced that the conservation dog team here can help us find other rare plants.
This project is particularly important because we know we need a balanced ecosystem in order to have clean air, clean water, to be able to grow the crops that we need to grow. And in terms of the trail conference, also for recreation, so that when we go outside and we're walking along the trails that the trail conference builds, we're not looking at invasives that are overgrown, that we can actually look at the native plants that have been here historically. And so I think that's extremely important. That's something that we should continue working towards. And I don't think there's any better way to do that than to make sure that we're using dogs on our surveys.
You know, there is a bit of urgency around this work, especially with climate change. As you know, our habitats are predicted to shift. We're going to have to make some, difficult management decisions. The Conservation Dog Program was an important tool to help us get where we need to be in terms of our knowledge of what's on the landscape. Developing this program should accelerate our ability to learn what we need to know, and we need to know it soon.
You can play a vital role in our efforts being made through our Conservation Dogs program. When you donate to our Ecological Stewardship Fund, your support allows us to continue rare, threatened, and endangered species surveys, invasive species management work, as well as habitat restoration projects. With your generosity, we'll carry on wagging tails, saving trails.